Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average Minecraft server enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. The purpose of today's video is I'm going to teach you guys how to effectively find, fix, and finish your enemies in your Minecraft or your Grand Theft Auto server. None of this will be used for anything in the real world. This is only going to be for video game purposes only. Guys, if you enjoy the content, consider becoming a member of the Patreon channel. It's $5 a month to get you access to a Discord server where you can find buddies to train with and to game with. Like the video down below, and please leave your favorite video game emoji, some sort of video game oriented emoji, because that's what this video is talking about. Okay, definitely, for sure. Okay, so the purpose of this is to teach you how to kill 101 in Minecraft. Okay, the biggest thing I have to articulate right away is people move. Okay, so people, they generally do not like you throwing your Minecraft bullets at them, so they like to move. So I'm going to teach you how to efficiently ensure that your enemies are not able to maneuver on you or are not able to move. Okay, so that is the purpose of today's video. The definition, you can see it on the board. It's right there in front of you. Okay, so step one. What you can see down here is a squad column fire team wedge for demonstration purposes only. Alpha team leader, squad leader, Bravo team leader, as we know and we've talked about before. The Alpha team leader and the Bravo team leader are both fixed positions. That means they cannot move from inside their position in the formation. The squad leader is in an unfixed position. That means if he chooses, he can move anywhere in his formation. We'll say that the direction of travel was this way, but this is going to be a movement to contact, so I can easily articulate how to find the enemy. Okay, so to find the enemy, you must first identify 66% or more of his possible force. That means you can't efficiently kill the enemy unless you know where at least 66% or more of his force is. The reason being is, if I tried to maneuver on these 4 high speeds and there was another one or another adjacent element to them, they would then outflank and kill me. So I need to identify at least 66% of the enemy force to be able to actually maneuver on him. Okay, so that's step number one, find. So when you're conducting your patrol, and you need to first identify where you think they are. Now this can be visually as well on the ground. Say you begin engaging the enemy or they begin engaging you. Before you can begin your maneuver portion, you need to be able to identify 66% or more of their formation. That's going to be crucial to you actually surviving this Minecraft experience, okay? All right, so that's finding. Finding 66% or more, that is a test question. Fixing the enemy. The way we typically will fix the enemy is through direct fire and indirect fire assets. What fixing means is that it is preventing them from being able to get away or maneuver. Because if you don't fix them, then they're just going to maneuver on you. Okay, so you need to be able to fix the enemy with a base of fire or overwhelming fire superiority, because if you don't fix them in position, like freezing them, then they are going to maneuver on you and kill you. So that is the key to fix. And then finish, you're going to kill them. Okay, you're going to kill them or destroy whatever assets they have to make sure they cannot be a threat to your Minecraft server anymore. So I'll talk a story, and then I'll talk through how we would conduct this as a battle drill and as a reminder in a class on squad attack using find, fix, and finish. Story time. I was a young squad leader, and we were at JRTC, and no, I'll tell a different story that's even better. So we were in Romania. I was a RTO, so it's just like a PFC or a specialist. And the lead squad, we were in the mountains of Romania, and the lead squad, it came in contact with the enemy. So you can imagine this squad comes in contact with the enemy in training, and they laid out a base of fire. The squad leader gets anxious, like, they're right here. Well, what had happened was he did not effectively gain fire superiority, so that enemy was able to peel. So what he thought he was engaging was only the right flank of that enemy formation, and they were able to outmaneuver his entire squad, and thus outmaneuvering our entire platoon. So what did that squad leader fail to do? Well, he failed to find the entire enemy formation because they were arrayed to the side of where he thought they were. He failed to fix them because he was only engaging a couple of their element. He wasn't engaging the entire element, thus allowing them to move because he did not efficiently gain fire superiority. So he did not fix them and he did not finish them. He did not have effective fires on target, so they were able to finish him. Does that make sense? Thank God it was in training. So that's a quick story. If you don't find, fix, and finish, then they're going to outmaneuver you, okay? So here's a class on how to find, fix, and finish. So first thing you want to do after is, we'll say we initiate contact, okay? So the first thing you want to do for a squad attack is you want to get your lead team online immediately, okay? You want to get them online and abreast, and you want to immediately call out the 3Ds. That's the distance, direction, and description. It could sound something like this. Contact, 12 o'clock, 200 meters, 4 enemies entrenched, okay? Then every member of that alpha team, or in this case, the lead team, will echo it, okay? The entire squad will echo the 3Ds and gain fire superiority. Note, they do not have to be perfectly online together. They can be slightly offset as long as they can still effectively engage the enemy and they don't come into their 45-degree sector of fire, okay? At the same time, this Bravo team leader, the squad leader, should not have to say anything. However, the Bravo team leader is going to pick his team up and pick whatever side he deems is the most advantageous for killing. So we'll say it's on this side. So now Bravo team is on the left. Alpha team is on the right. They're engaging, okay? And the squad leader is offset off the line and evaluating the situation. Once we gain fire superiority, the squad leader is going to maneuver over to the team leader that has the most advantageous sectors of fire on the enemy position. It's not always going to be the alpha team leader. We'll say that there's a little bit of a mountain or some sort of terrain here, so the Bravo team leader does not efficiently and effectively able to articulate what's going on in the objective. The squad leader will then move over to the alpha team leader and figure out what's going on. In this particular case, what percent of the enemy formation do we need to identify? 66%. So if he identifies 66% of the or more of the enemy force, all we're going to do is going to set piece and move piece, and we have a lot of decisions to make. If we identify 66% of the more of the enemy force, we need to have 3-to-1 odds. That means for every one of the enemy, we need to have 3 of us. Or if they have a machine gun, we can't advance because we don't have 3-to-1 odds. It's also based on their equipment. So if we have 3-to-1 odds on the enemy force, that's either 3-to-1 personnel, or we have more combat effective equipment such as machine guns or artillery or mortars, okay, Carl Gustav or AT-4s or RPGs, then we can maneuver. So our options are simple at this point. The squad leader can either decide to simply bound these teams up straight at the enemy. That's called a frontal assault. Or we can maneuver whichever team he sees fit. In this particular case, it would be the Bravo team because the Bravo team does not have effective fires on this enemy formation. So in this particular case, the best option would be to find the enemy. We've already done that. We've identified what we think is 66% or more of the enemy force. So we've found them. He can fix the enemy with his alpha team and maybe with mortar support if he can call it in time. So he can find them, he can fix them, and then he can finish them with his Bravo team. It would look something like this. He would tell Alpha team leader, stay here, maintain a base of fire. I need 7 minutes of suppression on the enemy position, so control your rates of fire and keep their heads down. Alpha team leader will repeat. Squad leader will tell them what direction they're going. Alpha team leader, we're going left. Squad leader will then tell the Bravo team to follow him. The Bravo team will pick up. They will move way down here, way out and around. They're going to use this mountainous terrain to the left side. Assume that this arch right here is mountainous terrain with cover and concealment. What's going to happen here is the Bravo team leader is going to the squad leader is going to emplace the Bravo team, and then the Bravo team leader is going to take over the fight. The squad leader does not control the Bravo team. If you want to get a no-go, be a weak Bravo team leader. Squad leaders, allow your Bravo team leader to control the fight. You need to be positioned where you can control both Alpha team leader and Bravo team. What's happening down here on the Alpha team during this whole thing is the Alpha team leader is controlling rates of fire. He's telling them sustain 5 or rapid 5. He's telling them to talk the guns. He's calling out actual targets on the enemy to ensure we're efficiently using our squad automatic weapon, our saw, and whatever we have down here on the base of fire. That way we're not just burning through ammo, because ammo is heavy and soldiers are weak. Correct. Okay, so once the Bravo team leader is set on the maneuver piece, the Alpha team leader is going to do a battlefield handoff. So once the Bravo team leader gets to their last covered and concealed position, they're going to call for a shift fire right. Shift fire right in this particular case, because they are moving from the left, so we're going to shift our fires right. We're only, if you have time, you can establish a target reference point 2, and this would be TRP 1, so we can shift fire right to TRP 2. Does that make sense? So if we shift our fire right to TRP 2, all that means is all of my Alpha team is now shifting fire right, allowing Bravo team to utilize bounding, successive bounding by battle buddy teams to move up. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down as a battle buddy team to begin finishing this enemy. Notice the reason why we fix them with fire, because now they can't get away. Now they're getting engaged from 2 different sides. They can't get away. If they try to get away, they're going to get cut down. So Bravo team leader will then begin maneuvering across this potential enemy position where we identified them previously. Key note, do not bunch up as you are maneuvering. A lot of times soldiers like to funnel in and bunch up because they want to get a piece of that ass, and they want to funnel in because people standing closer together makes you feel safer, even though it's an easy target for a machine gun, and they want a piece of that ass. So make sure your soldiers are actually staying separated and in their sectors that they're supposed to be, in their lanes. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to lift fire. It's going to be very simple. Bravo team leader will call Alpha team leader or the squad leader, doesn't matter, and tell him to lift fire, lift fire. The Alpha team leader will again give them a confirmation. Okay, lift fire confirmed. That has to happen after both the shift fire and the lift fire. At this point, this Bravo team leader will assault through the objective and establish a hasty limit of advance, or LOA. LOA stands for limit of advance. Squad leader will position himself at the apex. At this time, once limit of advance is echoed throughout the Bravo team, Alpha team leader will pick up and assault through, once again keeping his soldiers online. That way they do not funnel in, because remember, they all want a piece of that ass, so guess what? We got to keep them in their sectors. Once Alpha team leader gets to his limit of advance, he will sound off with LOA, LOA, LOA. Everyone in the whole team will sound off. Key note. Last man. This rifleman right here on the Bravo team will be sounding off with last man. Last man. That's going to tell Alpha team where to stop at. The place that they're stopping at is going to be 35 meters past the last dead guy. That's because it's hand grenade range, okay? So we're going to establish a quick and hasty sectors of fire. After we establish our sectors of fire, we're going to conduct ACE. ACE is ammunition, casualties, and equipment. It's going to sound like this. The Alpha team leader and the Bravo team leader are going to go to each and every individual soldier, do a blood sweep on them, feel for their equipment, okay, and see how many loaded magazines they still have. You're never going to count the magazine that's in their weapon. That magazine does not count because it's already in the weapon. It's only going to be full magazines. The reason you're doing this is you're going to cross-load between teams. After you do your ACE report, both team leaders will report to the squad leader what they have. The squad leader will report this up to his platoon leader or company commander. That way they're tracking that you're not dead. This entire thing must happen in exactly 7 minutes. 7 minutes to find, fix, finish the enemy, and to kill them. 2 things are going to happen after this. You're going to conduct EPW, or enemy prisoner of war search, okay? Or EPW clear and EPW search. And then you will conduct aid and litter. If you want a separate class on aid and litter and EPW search and EPW clear, let me know in the comments below. After that is complete, it's going to be very simple. The squad leader is going to identify a direction of travel, and he's going to move out to that direction of travel. Once they get to that position that he wants to get, they'll establish a hasty ORP or a short halt, and he will get 100% accountability of man, weapons, and equipment. That is how you are going to find, fix, and finish your enemies in Minecraft. If this video was useful, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what battle drill you want to see next, and only use find, fix, and finish in your Minecraft server. Until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average killing enjoyer, signing out. Cheers.